First of all, applause for Justin Gaethje. Oh my God, what a fight! What a fight! Absolute dog fight from Justin and Ilia, but mostly Justin. You know. And hello guys, welcome to another video. It's the UFC 250 just got over, and we all know who was the winner, biggest upset of all time. Maybe Justin absolutely dog walked Ilia. So in this video, we're gonna go over we're gonna break down each of the rounds and we're gonna go through exactly what happened and yeah, we'll come to a conclusion and then yeah, it should be interesting, it should be an interesting breakdown. So I hope you guys enjoy. So yeah, let's not waste any time. Let's get started. So round one, Topuria looked like shit. I don't know why. Usually, fighters like Topuria and Connor, they're at their best in the first round. But then Topuria was so defensive for no reason. He was just trying to intimidate Justin and tried to walk him down, put some pressure on him, try to walk him to the cage. He didn't land any significant combos, nothing. Nothing was seen from Topuria. Justin was significantly better, landed more shots, even managed to open up his Topuria's right eye with his uppercut, and then managed his distance management was phenomenal. The way he managed his distance from Topuria, there wasn't a lot of slip and weaves and everything, but then the way he managed his distance because Topuria needs to get in order to land his shots, body or head or whatever. But then that Justin managed him very cleanly. Whenever Topuria tried to step in, boom, Justin gave him a jab, and then he was pushed back. And yeah, I mean that was the entire first round. To be honest, like Justin just maintained his distance, and Topuria being the short guy, he had a disadvantage. He couldn't get close to him, and yeah. So that was the first round. Now for round two, Tupuria looked way better here. He tried to put pressure on him, and he did land actually some good, great body shots, liver shots. I mean, any other fighter would have been dropped. Maybe at least they would have been opened up enough for Topuria to finish, but they finish the job. But then it's Justin we're talking about. That's one other trait that we don't talk about enough when it comes to Justin Gaethje is his durability. He's insanely durable. I mean, the guy can take so many liver shots and still just stand up like nothing happened, you know. And yeah, and that was the whole round. I mean, Topuria did look much better here. He looked like sharper, and even he got him down and got on a mount in the end, and went for an armbar, but couldn't get an armbar, and tried to finish him with the elbows, but couldn't find the finish. And Justin was a little sloppy, but that's Justin. He was just it was whatever round. So yeah, round two goes to Ilia, obviously. Uh, Alright, round three. This is where the difference looks so much clearer. I mean, Justin absolutely dominated Ilya. He dog walked him absolutely. He At the beginning of the round, he landed a clean right that literally dropped Ilya to his feet, and he tried to hug Gaethje and just. I thought the match was over right then and there. I thought it was actually over, and obviously Ilya managed to get up, and and you could see after that right, Ilya was too scared to engage, and Justin was way more comfortable with the shots. He started landing some flying knees to the body, his head kicks, and he gave him another right, which again pushed Topuria way back and wobbled him. It hurt him so bad that literally Ilya started walking away from Justin. It's usually the other way around. Ilya is the one who's wobbling people and they walk away from him. Ilya started circling around the octagon trying to, like just stay away from me, stay away from Justin. I mean, that was crazy to see from Ilya. I mean, this guy has like built up so much aura and so much, you know, he takes so much pride in knockouts and everything. I mean, he's a fantastic fighter, even after this loss, obviously. That goes without saying. But still, to see him go out in such a fashion, I mean, it was like, it just wasn't, I don't know, it didn't feel nice. You know, Justin wasn't scared at all. He absolutely dog walked him, you know. And yeah, Elia again in this round he didn't do much. He couldn't get on the ground or anything. There was nothing significant from India in this round. Justin absolutely dominated. After this round, after the third round, I mean, Ilya had a huge, huge cut on his right eye, and he couldn't even open the eye. So he was basically blind from one eye. And the doctors didn't clear him. They didn't clear him for the fourth round. They said, "Nah, you can't continue." But after like, sorry, after repeated begging and repeated like consideration from Ilya and his team, they let him fight in the fourth round. So yeah, let's look at fourth round. Here's where the humiliation ritual continues. Again, Ilya looked so dead, so dead. It's like he didn't want to be there, you know. Meanwhile, Justin was fresh, zero cuts, nothing. Obviously fatigued, but he looked way more fresh than Ilya. And he had like zero cuts and whatever, so he was clean. And he was actually landing more shots than Ilya even in this round. He had an uppercut and he managed to get him in a guillotine and landed some good liver blows, body shots with his knee. But Ilya kind of like pushed him away and tried to get some boxing combos and get close to him with range. But again, like I said in the previous first round, Justin just kept pushing him away with his jab, and he has a hard jab. Justin is a heavy hitter. His jab is enough to push you back by a mile. So every time Ilya tried to step in, boom, one jab, and then he's pushed off again with the rhythm, and then he has to get his rhythm back and then come again. So I guess that totally worked in the favor of Gaethje. He just kept pushing him back the whole round, and finally, Ilya got desperate and went for a desperate takedown, and Justin just stuffed it clean, and and here he landed a beautiful knee to the body, beautiful knee to the lying dead body. Ilya Topuria put the nail in the coffin. Boom, the match was over. Ilya's team threw in the towel. They couldn't continue. They said he couldn't continue the fifth round. Wow, match over. I mean, in conclusion, I mean, this wasn't the way I imagined Ilya would lose. Obviously, there's always a chance between two fighters. When a fight happens, anything can happen in a fight. You get a one lucky shot, you manage to drop someone down, anything happens. But the way Ilya got dominated, especially after all the build up, I mean, it was crazy, crazy, crazy fight, crazy. What I think won the fight for Justin that people tend to overlook was not just his durability, but his versatility. The way he's versatile with his punches and his random flying knees and his head kicks and the way he pushes people back, it's criminally underrated. The way he maintains the distance, he doesn't just trade blows with you. Obviously he's a heavy hitter, he can do that, but the way he maintains his distance and he tries to like maintain it and then just push you back with the flying knees and all kinds of things. Obviously he's not better than Ilya in a traditional boxing sense, or in the stand up or on the feet. He's not like better in that sense. Obviously Ilya's got the better combos. He's way more sharper with his slips and weaves and whatnot. But but Justin's like, I think people like Ilya or Connor, their worst style matchup are either wrestlers or unorthodox people who don't really have a fighting style, who are like unpredictable, who just, throw haymakers. And I mean, I think that's what happened. Ilya couldn't do anything, against someone like Josh Emmett, who's like very calculated and, crisp with the punches, with the overhand and everything. Ilya can actually predict some stuff and he can actually, go in and they both have the similar ranges since they're both short in height and he can go for stuff. But with Gaethje, he couldn't do much. He couldn't even get close to him. He didn't land any combos, nothing at all in this fight, in this whole fight. He tried for some uppercuts, he tried for some body shots. He did land some good body shots, but that's about it. He couldn't do much. And that's where I feel like Justin like outshone him completely. He gave zero chances to Topuria on the ground, on the feet. There was nowhere like even on the ground. Of course, Ilya's grappling is like way better than Justin's. But even on the ground, he didn't have any advantage. He couldn't do anything to Justin. Justin was way more comfortable on mat, on the feet. So I guess that was the whole thing, his versatility and his durability. They both, just won in the fight in the end, So yeah, I mean, to be honest, I had to apologize as well to Justin because I completely overlooked him. Just like all the other people, I just thought like, what, Ilias got this 100%. But yeah, I mean, Ilia, I mean, what a way to go. I don't know what's next for Ilia. I don't know how he's gonna take this loss. Will he take it to the chin or and come back, or will he just maybe hang up his gloves and retire? I don't know. I feel like he's got a few more fights in his in him. I feel like he's got a few more fights in him, but let's see. Let's see what happens. I feel like, he can offer a little bit more to the UFC. Obviously, he has early retirement plans, as we all know. He hasn't been shy about it. He has always been vocal about it. He has always said that he wants to retire soon, when he's at the top. But now I feel like what's next for Topuria, I honestly don't know. Maybe Arman, but I have no idea, to be honest. If he's moving up to even welterweight, I think it would be a very very bad matchup for him. There are a lot of people who can actually hurt him. If Gaethje can hurt him this bad, I mean, imagine people who are like heavier. And now Islam's fight is like off the table. There is no way. I don't see a scenario where they both fight each other, because now Topuria's unbeaten record is also broken, and he has been beaten by a lesser fighter, Justin Gaethje. I'm not trying to take anything away from Gaethje, but Habib beat Justin, and we all know that Islam is like 10 times better than Habib. So he's like the better version of Habib. So if Habib can beat Justin and Ilia can't beat Justin at his supposed prime, Ilia is 29 or something, and Justin is 37. He's on his way to retirement. This might be Justin's last fight. So if Ilia can't even beat like a old washed up UFC fighter who Habib fought back in 2018, that says a lot. Yeah, that actually says a lot. So I feel like, yeah, I don't know what's next for Topuria, but I hope he comes back. I really do. At least like two or three more fights, but I have no idea. I don't know for now. For now, this is it. And guys, if you like this video, like, subscribe. I'll be posting more MMA content. And if you want me to have like a separate MMA content, MMA channel based content, I can do that as well. But the thing is, like, I'm hoping to see some traction, you know, so that kind of not just for, likes or whatever. I don't really worry about that. It's more like I need some traction, some incentive for me to work on. So I would really appreciate if you guys could like and subscribe and maybe follow, maybe like share the video or whatever, for more breakdowns. Obviously, I'll be posting up a lot more of content if I can see something from you guys as well. So yeah, that's it for the video, guys. If you like this video, I mean, like and share. So I don't want to keep begging. I don't want to beg. So I'm sorry. So yeah, this is it. Yeah, thank you for watching. Bye bye. Take care.